really know what but anyway,
Yeah.
they found out my son's got, I don't know if it's yellow jaundice or what, but his eyes had written real yellow stuff on him and everything. Well, his wife came home with a night drunk. And he ain't ever had nothing their whole life, you know. She got 5 kids and they ain't never had nothing like that. And he didn't know what to do. Well, he went through the house and found a bunch of clothes, and she had cut out a hole in the wall and stuck her dope and her stuff in the wall. And we just need to pray that. And he said, he prayed to the Lord, said, Lord, just clean this house. And well, later on, it cleaned it all right. His roof fell in, and the water washed his trailer. They're gonna have a benefit singing over it tomorrow night for his roof. so but watch what you ask for, I guess.
Amen. That's right. Amen. That's the first thing I've changed in a while. That's all right, though. Principles. Number 1. Love God.
Yes.
1 John 4:7-8. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God, and anyone that loveth is born of God, and knoweth God. He that loveth not knoweth not God, for God is love.
Yes.
This Pure Word Bible is a direct translation from the Greek to English. It says it a little bit different, but it's terrible hard to read, so just kind of listen to me. Beloved, we should love God, one another, because God love is of God, and everyone that is God-loving is now being made born from above, and is continuously, by his choice, knowing God. He that is not by his choice God-loving has not known God, because God is love. We as true Christians must God love by his Spirit inside us. Lost man of only sinful flesh nature cannot God love. Sounds kind of weird, but God love is like kind of one word. God love and God is love.
Amen.
God love is agape. They got a whole another word for what God love is. It's called agape. It's divine love that comes from God. Perfect love. Don't want nothing back. Will die for you for it. It's perfect love. Unconditional, sacrificial, and pure. Nobody can do this. Nobody but God can do this. He wants us to try to do this, but this old body ain't gonna let it happen. But he just ain't gonna do it. This is the way he loves us. The best that we can do for God is put him first.
Amen.
And it ain't easy, or it wasn't for me. In Genesis, Jacob wrestled with an angel all night, right? Yeah. After I read this, I thought, man, that's tough. Jacob, tough. They gonna wrestle an angel all night? Well, an angel can just, That's what I thought. I thought it was a wrestling, a fighting match. That's why I had it in my head. I thought, man, he's tough. How could that possibly be? It must have been with a littler angel or something. That was just kind of what was in my mind. I mean, you got to take the Bible for what it says, right? That's what I had in my mind. I had trouble putting that in, but I thought, well, it's just a little one. It came to me today that Jacob wasn't fighting with his hands. He wasn't wrestling. He wasn't boxing. He wasn't getting down in the dirt with the angel. And I told you that so I can tell you this. Another jail story. Well, I've been reading in the Bible. Read it every night. Searching just from start to finish. I read every bit of it. Got happy as I could be when I finally got the New Testament, the Jesus part. I was like, yes, finally. Got past all the Old Testament and the New Testament. Right, all right, now we're fit to get somewhere. Jesus is on the scene. I was in Matthew, right at the beginning of it. Matthew 22, 37 and 40. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, with all thy mind. Means put God first.
Yeah.
Number one.
Amen.
Well, I was thinking about that. The judges come in and said, lights out. Go to bed. That's what I did. I said, God, you ain't first. I got a little girl. She's first. She's gonna be number one. I can't put you first. I love her more than I love you. I just do. I guess everybody's got kids. You kind of know what I'm talking about. Couldn't do it. That's when I wrestled with God. I wrestled with God all night, back and forth. She's got to come first. I got to take care of her. He said, man, that was God first. We had our first conversation back and forth. We argued about this half the night. He said, you come take care of her. Boy, you in jail. Right. He said, you think you do better than me? I thought so. You said that. I thought, yeah. I thought, man, I can grab both of her. I can take up for her. I can talk for her. I can back anybody down from her. I'm here. He said, you in jail. Boy, you in jail.
Amen.
I said, but God, I'm her daddy. He said, I'm your daddy.
Amen.
And hers.
Amen.
Yeah. You're right. So God will put you first. It took me getting on one. I said, we argued about this for a while. I wound up putting my face on my pillow and crying about it for a while. I wound up just rolling over on my other bed and get on my knees. And I said, all right, God, she's yours. She's yours. You first. You first. You'll be first. From here on out. I'll try my best not to let you down. No, you ain't gonna let me down. I'll put you first. I promise. I promise. When I get out of here, I ain't asking you to let me out. You let me out when you get out. I'd be afraid to get out of jail. That wasn't no good idea. So when I get out, I promise. I'll give it to you in church. I'll carry it to church. I'll give it to you, and I'll stay in church. And we'll go from there. You're first. From here on out, I'll run it like this. And it's okay. After that, next morning, after that wrestling, that's what we done with wrestling. I understand now how he wrestled with that angel all night. It was a mental fight. I slept better, slept great after that. Jail was better, wasn't no problem. I read my Bible, I done my job at the dog pound, no problem at the dog pound. Everything got better. Ever since I've been out, it keeps on getting better.
Amen.
So to love God, number one, love God. To love God, you don't put him first. You can do it. You got to start with putting God first. Number one. After that, he'll line everything right up all the way on down.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen.